I had heard rumors of this game's existence on various gaming sites and message boards, but I never thought it was real. I spent over a year trying to find a copy, always ending up empty-handed. Then, a few weeks ago, the game found me. I implored you, do not go looking for it. If an unfamiliar game shows up on your doorstep, leave it alone. It can camouflage itself as any platform and defies the rules of our universe. If you're unlucky enough to play it, I've provided instructions below that might give you a chance to escape. The game appeared before me on Sunday at 12 a.m. in the form of an empty Nintendo 64 cartridge with no writing or stickers, left on my doorstep without a note or instructions. For 20 minutes, I tried to figure out where it came from and who delivered it. Eventually, I plugged in my console and inserted the cartridge. My version of the game was called Halloween 64, with an upside-down Nintendo logo and references to defunct development companies like Eulogy Incorporated and Last Breath Software. The title screen read, Halloween 64, press start, in text resembling slimy green ooze. Once the game starts, you can't exit until it's complete. You might think, just turn it off, unplug it, or quit. If only it were that simple. The game has ways to defend itself, and the harder you try to destroy it, the stronger it becomes. The power function fails when you try to turn off the console. The red power light stays on, and the system runs as normal. The cartridge cannot be removed, and if you pull too hard, it will become scalding hot, burning your skin to the bone. Additionally, all external communications are lost. Your phone and internet won't work, and any door or window leading outside becomes inaccessible. My front door wouldn't open, and all windows became unbreakable. Time seemed to stop, with all clocks in my apartment frozen at 12 o'clock. You are given 10 lives. Some moments in the game will be mirrored in reality. All your pets will die when you lose a life. As you lose more lives, you will get sick, very, very sick. I started feeling nauseous, my head felt like it was splitting open, and my nose bled. The more lives you lose, the inferior you feel, but you have to keep playing. Losing all lives likely means death. Level 1. Neighborhood. Your third-person character in Level 1 is a kid in a skeleton costume carrying a bucket of lanterns. You start in a suburban neighborhood decorated for Halloween. The street looks strikingly similar to the one I grew up on. I assume this detail changes for each player. The street seems linear and endless, but it isn't. As you move forward, the streetlights behind you go out. Do not walk into the darkness. Keep moving. If your character enters the darkness, you lose a life. As you progress, the darkness in reality will creep up behind you. After hours of running down the virtual street, all the lights in my apartment went out one by one. No matter what you hear, see, or feel, keep your eyes on the screen. You will hear doors opening and closing, footsteps, and a familiar voice whispering in your ear. Don't lose concentration, or you will lose even more lives. You might even feel a hand on your shoulder. Eventually, the level ends without warning. My timer showed I ran for 7 hours and 26 minutes before completion. Level 2. Home. The second level is in first person. You enter a house with limited visibility, as a dim flashlight is your only light source. As you progress, you will notice temperature changes around you. My apartment became freezing, making it hard to concentrate. You must keep playing. If you try to adjust the thermostat or get a coat, you lose a life. On this level, I lost 4 lives and started coughing up blood. You find various weapons as you move through the house. Collect all the weapons to advance to the 3rd level. Do not equip the weapons, as your character will use them for suicide, causing you to lose more lives. As you navigate the dark house, you will encounter deeply personal and disturbing things. I won't detail them, but be prepared to witness all your repressed and forgotten traumas. Continue the game and collect all the weapons. Level 3. Final. This level, like the previous one, is first person. I entered with 2 lives left, almost certain I would fail. The game seems to adjust to the player. You enter a bedroom and see a sleeping person on the bed. It might resemble a loved one, a friend, or yourself. I saw my best friend who died 10 years ago. You have access to all the weapons from level 2. A knife, blowtorch, baseball bat, and screwdriver. Your goal is simple. Eliminate the person in the bed. They won't fight back. Once their health is depleted, you win the game. I chose the knife. As I stabbed the body, I felt white-hot pain. The catch of this level is that any pain you inflict, you feel in reality. You won't lose blood or die, but you'll feel everything. If you linger too long between hits, your player loses a life. The person on the bed will beg you to stop, screaming your name. It took me 20 minutes to finish, and I could barely hold the controller when it was over. I completed the game with 1 life left. My body was cold, brittle, and broken. I remember seeing "Game Complete" on the screen before passing out. I'm not sure who the game will choose next, or has already chosen, but I pray they read this before it's too late.